Good evening. Welcome to Talk Local. I'm your host, Tanya Kolar. The widely dreaded Harmonized Sales Tax, the HST, is now in full force. What does this mean for consumers? Will the tax reform stimulate economic development, or is it simply another assault on consumer confidence and purse strings? Tonight, our panel of experts are here to answer your questions. You can be a voice here on Talk Local and join in the conversation by calling 905-848-LIVE. That's 905-848-5483. And tell us what you think about the HST now in effect. Let's welcome our first guests to the panel. Joining us live in studio is Bob Delaney, MPP for Mississauga-Streetsville, and George Shalamay. George Shalamay is the Executive Director of the Mississauga Condominium Alliance. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here live in studio tonight.
Thank you for
Always a pleasure.
Excellent, thank you. All right, so now the HST, of course, has been a concern, a wide concern for many out there. So it is here, it is in full force, effective, of course, July 1st. So ultimately, now, tell us about the HST. Does it actually stimulate economic development and create jobs? Because I think that's a big concern, particularly coming out of a recession.
I think you started on the right note. You have to ask yourself, why would a government do this if it failed to do exactly that? And what's the net effect of the removal of a tax, the provincial sales tax, which is a Cold War relic? It's expensive, it's cumbersome, it's outdated. It taxes and retaxes and retaxes and retaxes things so that in effect many times people are not paying 8%. They're paying somewhere in between 12 and, wait for it, sometimes upwards of 30 or 40%, depending on how long the supply chain is.
George, let's talk about the Condominium Alliance. What is the role of the Condominium Alliance?